Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Live Daily News Show. I'm James Bellini.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
Today we have two interviews for you. The first one is with Downtown San Angelo about a Hispanic Heritage Event going on this weekend. And then Hector Guzman sat down with Joe Hyde.
Then we'll get into the weather because it is supposed to get cold tonight.
Yes, it is. We'll get into those interviews right after this message from Jim Bass.
Find your perfect Nissan at Jim Bass Nissan. With our incredible selection, generous factory rebates, and attractive dealer discounts, you can enjoy affordable monthly payments that fit your budget. Don't miss out on our amazing offers, like the stunning 2025 Nissan Frontier for just $499 per month. You can only find deals this great at Jim Bass Nissan, corner of Houston Hart at Arden Road, or shop 24/7 at jimbassnissan.com.
And welcome back here. James Bellini here with Monica Ramos, Monica Robles, and Luis Ortega. How are we doing today?
We're doing good. We're
Wonderful.
Really excited about this weekend.
Let's go ahead and talk about it. Dia de los Muertos, Hispanic Heritage. Let's just dive right in.
Oh yeah, so this is our 6th annual Dia de los Muertos event taking place at Bart DeWitt Park. The address is 325 South Oaks, or many remember it as the old Neff's Park. It's the grassy area along the river right behind Eggemeyer's General Store.
So between the river and pretty much the river stage backs up to it, right?
Correct. Right behind, directly behind the river stage.
Okay.
Yes.
Other side of the river.
Yeah.
Right.
Other side of the river.
On the other
And
side.
it's going to extend all the way to the Bosque,
Okay.
330 South Irving. There's going to be food vendors at the Bosque. Of course, all the concessions that are normally at the Bosque on the Concho, as well as the putt-putt activities. But there's so much more taking place during the, right, Monica?
Yes. We have a lot going on. So we starting at 11 o'clock. We have luchadores performing. So those are our Mexican wrestlers or Hispanic wrestlers. We have our Catrina contest. We have Piñata Hour.
Ooh,
we
and
have,
there's 16 registrants.
oh, yes.
Right
there
now,
is 16.
participants for the Catrina contest. So it's going to be a beautiful show.
Beautiful
Biggest
show.
one,
The
right,
biggest
so
one.
far.
Yes. Yes. And also we have Leo's fashion show as well. I'm not sure on how many participants we have on that one, but I think we have a large
Group of models
Group, I
that'll be doing the runway just like in previous years, showcasing Mexican attire and what Leos Imports has to offer. Beautiful clothing, everything from shoes to scarves to headpieces.
All right.
Yes, and of course we welcome back our sponsors and our new sponsors, and also our vendors, new sponsors, old vendors, and all of our food vendors as well.
Can people still sign up for these? Or is this kind of-
We are at capacity on food and craft vendors,
Okay.
but I tell you,
Yeah.
there is 17 food vendors. We've got 30 craft vendors. There's going to be 6 alcohol and drink vendors. So we call it copas y calaveras. So
Right.
that's going to be
Or
kind of
cantina.
the cantina, the
Okay.
hangout spot.
You know that one.
For adults, but the family-friendly activities are the free kids workshop activities that we'll have while
Okay.
supplies last. Tennis lessons sponsored by Bentwood, so we're very gracious for their sponsorship. And then HEB, our overall sponsor of supporting not just our events, but the Hispanic Heritage Museum itself.
Right.
But a lot of activity going on. I'd say guests can bring their lawn chairs and come watch the civic performances. Who do we have lined up for our civic performances?
We have oh goodness, I was just working on that this morning and now I just drew a blank. We have Bradford Elementary. We also have Lakeview Chiefettes. We are going to also have the Lakeview Mariachis.
Those kids
Yeah,
are
the
always-
middle
Yes.
school.
Everywhere, right?
Everywhere.
The Lakeview Mariachis are going to be joining us in our procession, but we have Lincoln Mariachis, which are going to be performing at our lineup as well.
And last damitas y damitas.
For Concho's Damitas y Charitos.
Charitos,
Yes.
the Fort Concho.
We should let Luis take that one.
Yeah, Luis, what are you doing here, man?
So I'm here as moral support, making sure all the points are discussed.
we need him.
Overall, creating an awesome event, guys. These ladies took a bunch of time. There are chairs, right, for this event. Dia is a big celebration in our Hispanic culture. It's where we remember the loved ones that have already passed.
Right.
These 2 young ladies have busted their butts. Thank you to HEB, our
Yes.
our sponsor. Thank you to all the rest of the sponsors. Thank you to all the vendors. Thank you to all the people. But we're missing one big piece, and that's why I'm here. That's why we're here. The biggest piece of success whenever you put on an event is you guys, the people. This is a call to action. We want you to show up. We want you to show support. We want you to learn a little bit of why DIA is so important for us. And even with our maybe not pronouncing words correctly or missing some details, we're pushing that culture, because now it's not just a Hispanic culture, it's a San Angelo culture.
It's a community. It's
Right.
it's our community that
That's
we
what
live
I'm doing
in.
here.
Yes.
Yeah, want to see us all come together and enjoy a nice time along the river, learn, see our beautiful altar. One of our board members, Dorothy Borden, and her team that have been helping her put it all together,
Right.
volunteers, have created a beautiful, beautiful altar. It's going to be different than past years, but that's what makes it so unique. And
Yes.
guests are welcome to bring their ofrendas to place on the altar, which can be photographs of someone that you've lost, family member, friend, even pets, as well as any other items that you'd like to place on the ofrenda. Just please refrain from glass.
There's going to be letters. There's going to be letters that you can
Right.
write. Monica, can you tell us a
Right.
little bit?
So you can write letters. So Dorothy's got prepared some note cards with the butterflies that you can leave notes to your loved ones that have passed on. So that's a beautiful addition. This ofrenda is on the altar. It's beautiful. It's very colorful. It's vibrant. We saw it yesterday. We got a little sneak peek yesterday. I can't wait to see it all come together.
And it's all free. So one of the things that we need to realize, joining us at the event is free. Watching the luchadores, Mexican wrestlers, is free.
Free.
Going to see the car show is free. Listening to all the entertainment that we're bringing on stage, the fashion show, the Catrina, free. Putting ofrendas, putting messages for your loved ones on the altar, free. So we just need your support, right? And showing love to our vendors, our food vendors, our craft vendors, that because of them, we have the resources to make an event that's free. Our sponsors, show them love too, you know. Go say hi to a cashier at HEB and say, hey, I heard you're doing DIA, so that they know that what they're putting into us is reaching the community and y'all are giving back, because that's why it's free, right?
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But again, just a wonderful celebration. We say celebration because we understand that this is normally something that people would mourn, but we don't want to mourn lives. We want to celebrate the lives that they once lived and think about those good memories. And so that's why we say celebrate this holiday. And thank you to San Angelo Live for having us here on the show and being a gracious sponsor of the event as well. Again, just come out and enjoy the day between 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. There's a timeline. If you want to see one of your favorite groups perform, go to our Facebook page, San Angelo Hispanic Heritage Museum and Cultural Center. And we also have our website with a few details as well.
Follow us on Facebook. See what we're doing. We're sticking our fingers in a bunch of different things, right?
Lots of things.
And we're hoping that it makes a positive impact in our community.
Absolutely.
More to
All
come.
right.
Yeah.
I was going to ask one more time who, where, when, why, but you pretty much did.
Yes. This Saturday, you can't miss it.
Saturday, November
Starting
1st.
at 11 a.m.
Yes.
And continuing to our body last. No, I'm just playing. It's only till like 6:30, right? And of course, we need you there. That's the last piece of the puzzle. We set up something. These ladies put on so much time and effort. You have no idea.
Thank you, Louise.
Thank you,
To
Luis.
put on an event that's free for the community, but it doesn't mean anything if you're not there. So please join us, have fun, take your kids, and let's make this one of the best DIA events ever.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, welcome to the show. My name is Joe Hyde. I'm with Hector Guzman. He is the conductor for the San Angelo Symphony Orchestra, which is very unique for a town of San Angelo's size to have its own symphony orchestra. You think of the Houston Symphony, the Dallas Symphony Orchestra, and we have the San Angelo Symphony Orchestra.
And for more than 70 years, so
Yeah, it's been a
that is
long
even
time.
more unusual. And yes, we're very proud of them.
Back in the day, when 70 years ago, when they started it, the thought was, San Angelo was such a rough and tumble town that we need to have some influences here that settle it, so to speak, or turn it into civilization. And so
I'm glad they did.
That's what they did. But I was in music school back in the old days, and one of the things that I learned was it's very, very difficult to make a living as a conductor. I mean, there's so few slots available. You had to be really good at your craft. How did you become a conductor?
Well, I started when I was very young. I was 5 years old, maybe 6 years old, when my father moved from our humble town in Mexico, in the state of Zacatecas, to Mexico City. And I started playing the piano when I was 6. At 11, I enrolled at the National Conservatory of Music in Mexico City. I was a piano student, but then I fell in love with the organ, the pipe organ.
Right.
But I think that even then, what prompted me to become a conductor is that I always wanted a bigger sound, or be able to produce a bigger sound. So I went from the piano to the organ, and then to the organ to the symphony organ.
And when you say organs, like the gigantic pipe organs and things that you see
in churches, in big cathedrals, and even some schools now. But my dad, being so wise, he said, "Well, son, you're going to spend the rest of your life playing in churches. You might think about it." And he was right. I mean, I love church music. Don't get me wrong. That's not the point. The point is to make a living. I did not want to just be encased, so to speak, in one area. So at age 17, at the conservatory, I was able to conduct the choir and the orchestra in a performance of Mozart's Requiem, and that did it. I knew that I could do it because I felt like a fish in the water. It wasn't difficult. Well, I didn't realize it was that difficult at that point. But it just felt so natural for me to conduct and lead and all of that. And as they say, the rest is history.
Obviously, with piano and organ music, you generally have to read off of two staffs: the treble clef and the bass clef
and tenor clef.
And I guess tenor.
Oh yeah.
Is that the organ music? The tenor.
Well,
clef?
the German chorales used treble clef, bass clef, and tenor clef.
So you had three.
Had three.
Three lines you got to read simultaneously.
Yeah.
I would assume that helped you understand how to read a music score, because when you look at a music score, it's got all the instruments all the way down,
right?
And so you're flipping pages a lot.
Yeah, but it did definitely help because it gave me independence, and I was able to follow a score. And even now, when I read a score, I can hear, by looking at it, I pretty much can hear what the sound. Yeah.
So you can look at it and say, "This is what this will sound like."
Yeah, it sounds here in my mind, so it's quite unique.
Yeah,
and I love it. And then it prepared me for what I do now.
How did you get to San Angelo?
I was already music director of 2 orchestras in Dallas, the Plano and Irving Symphony Orchestras, when 20 plus years ago, the orchestra needed a music director, and they found, I think 3, maybe 4 or 5 finalists for the position. I was one of them. I was not chosen at first. In fact, the position was given to someone else. But then after a year, the person who they chose decided to go elsewhere. So they called me because I was like a first runner-up. And at that point, I told them no.
Okay.
But thank you. I was sort of like...
You're busy. You're busy in Dallas.
I was busy, and I was a little put off. But then my wife convinced me that, you cannot be arrogant. And I've never been arrogant in my life. And that was a great opportunity. And also I fell in love with not only the town, but the people here. They are just so nice to me and my family. And so 20 plus years ago, I said finally, okay, I'll do it. And I've been here ever since.
I would think that San Angelo, being in an area where there's not a whole lot of classical music, but you still have this font of musicians that are coming out of Angelo State University, have pretty good San Angelo ISD music programs, that, there's certainly a nucleus of something you could work with here.
Well, it was taking off, and then the pandemic hit, and everything went down.
Right.
And then it has taken a little bit of time after the pandemic, since 2020. But now I am just pleased to see that ASU is getting not only better faculty members, but more talent is being attracted by that. And so I'm beginning to see a resurgence, if you will, of interest in good, talented people from this area and abroad. So a lot of international students, and that is really nice to see. And in fact, we are using now some of those graduate students from ASU who have reached a level that is, very professional, and it's very encouraging to see.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So the San Angelo Symphony Orchestra is in now. It's in you're in the second show of the season, of the 2025-26 season?
That's right. We started last month, and we're about to perform our second concert this coming Saturday.
So if you want to see classical music in West Texas, it's very, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. We're out here with the forts. The frontier forts are out here.
Yeah.
And we have a symphony orchestra.
Yeah.
So what's on the menu for the concert coming up?
Well, this is November 1st. Our concerts are at 7 p.m., so that's fairly early. So
At Murphy Hall?
Murphy Performance Hall.
And that's right behind City Hall, for those of you who don't know where Murphy Hall is.
Yeah.
It's part of City Hall.
Yeah, it is part of City Hall. Well, the menu is really interesting. We opened, not close, but we opened with Beethoven's Symphony No. 5.
Okay.
Then we have an intermission. And then we have 5 movies from the saga of Star Wars.
Okay.
Movies like The Empire Strikes Back, The Phantom Menace, Star Wars, Across the Stars. So we have 5 movies, and from those 5 movies, we have chosen the most iconic music from that. So John Williams, fabulous scores.
And so John Williams was the composer of the Star Wars saga.
Correct.
Or the Star Wars suite?
No, it's a saga because, well, I don't know how many movies, but the music is all of John Williams, and it's fantastic music. And also, movie music, so that your audience sort of knows, it's not Pop's music.
Right.
It's not something that you play at a Pop's concert. No, this is very difficult music.
I would go so far to say, a couple years ago, you did Gustav Holst's The Planets.
The Planets, right.
Which is one of my favorite symphonic pieces, or symphonic symphonies. Back when young Gustav, composed The Planets, he had to, he completed it. And of course, this is every movement is about a different planet. And he finished it, and he had to have a special concert in London, like in 1913, to present it. But think about it, back in 1913, you didn't have a movie like Star Wars to present your music. And then fast forward to the 80s, and late 70s and 80s, when the Star Wars franchise started, we now had movie theaters where you could put that kind of symphonic music in there. So when you say John Williams, you don't think it's a pop concert. The reason why it's popular is because it basically, the movies made music the way it was back in 1913, because you bring in large audience to see the movie, they hear the score, the sounds, and they remember, da 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 da.
To this day,
right?
you play that theme, and everybody knows where it comes from. So, yes, you're absolutely right. And now we have the advantage of not only having a terrific soundtrack, but also watching this movie. And when you put together,
you're on a big screen behind. You're going to have Star Wars scenes.
Well, we cannot, by copyright, we cannot use video, but we will show some images from the movies. Yeah, we all have to follow the law.
I know.
But we will have some of those iconic scenes from those movies. And the music, as you know, it's really quite amazing. I mean, it's just beautiful to hear, beautifully orchestrated, and of course, it's John Williams.
Yes.
So that is our second half. In addition to that, we're encouraging families to bring their kids or themselves to come dress in their favorite Star Wars costume.
So it's going to be like the day after Halloween. You're going to have
pretty much so, but in a very nice way. So yeah, and you think about it, you have, for the diehard classical groupies, we have Beethoven's Fifth.
Right. All right, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Diametrically opposed, you have modern Americana, which is that's John Williams, coupled against Baroque, like I guess 1700s music. That's the
Beethoven. Well, 18th century classical.
So that's said the 1700s. That's what the 18. And so was Beethoven deaf when he wrote the Fifth Symphony?
Not quite. Not quite. He was already beginning pretty advanced symptoms of losing his hearing. He lost his hearing maybe closer to the Seventh Symphony.
So by the time he did Ode to Joy, the Ninth Symphony,
he was completely
he
deaf.
was deaf.
I mean,
that's the most beautiful melodic one of them all, wouldn't you say, of all the Beethoven
well,
pieces?
one of the ones that just we cannot explain it humanly speaking. It's just, I don't know, divine gift. How can somebody that is completely deaf compose such beautiful music? So, but when he was composing this, was not quite deaf, but he was already struggling with losing it, and that's what made him perhaps the best or most famous musician of all time.
But why is the Fifth Symphony such an iconic thing? Everyone can go dun 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 dun. You know, everyone knows that.
Yeah. Well, it changed the history of music. No one up to that point had composed something so unique that just 4 notes throughout that movement, and actually present in pretty much all of the movements, just that motive. And made it into such a magnificent piece. Not only that, it has, I guess, the struggle. He was beginning to feel the struggle of losing his hearing, that he put in music, in writing, something that was, I think, he could see the writing on the wall, and he wrote something so dramatic, so powerful, and yet the end of the symphony is so triumphant, so glorious.
Like I want to break through this.
And he did, and that's why he changed the history of music. And so we're just grateful that he was able to do that. And many people, however, don't know the whole symphony. They know the beginning, but they don't know the whole symphony. So we're performing that. And so that when people that have never gone to a symphony hear Beethoven's Fifth, I'm sure that they will be attracted by Star Wars.
Right.
But
because that's the popular mass appeal franchise.
Yeah. But when they hear, even those who know Beethoven's Fifth, it's just such a. It just changes the way you listen to music when you hear that music, and
especially if you understand
what's behind
it.
Yeah,
you know.
So
that's what music is. You have to understand what's behind it. You know, why did they write that?
Yeah.
All right, I got one more thing that's totally off the wall. So if you're going to be doing Star Wars on Saturday night in a future season, I think, this is my opinion on music. I'm going to give you my silly opinion. I think video game music is another era to look at, in addition to movie, but video. For example, Civilization 6. It's a strategic, conquer the world type game. The score or the music to that is unique. I mean, it was written for the game, and it's very glorious.
Well, to tell you the truth, 2 years ago I did it for the first time with another orchestra, and the hall was packed. I mean, it attracted many video.
They don't admit they play video games, but the scores for video games. I just think that's where the next thing is.
And it was an amazing thing. So we're thinking about it, Joe. So just keep your eyes on the symphony.
I played Civilization 6, and I was listening to the score. I wouldn't turn down the volume or anything. I just listened to it, and it was so good. I found out who the composer was. I can't remember the name, and I'm sorry if but I reached out to him on Facebook, and I sent him a note. And I said, that is the best symphonic music I've heard in the modern era. I think it's really good.
Yeah, well.
So I just remember that that being something that's awesome.
Well, we'll do it in the near future,
and it might have mass appeal. I don't know how many people play Civilization in this town, but I think the game's been around for 30 years. So
you'd be surprised. We were surprised to see so many video. How do you call it? Video junkies?
Yeah, video game players.
Oh my goodness gracious! It was sensitive. So just
Just stand by.
stand by.
But I think mixing some classical stuff like the Beethoven's Fifth with some modern American music is, I mean, I think that's a perfect combination.
We're looking forward to it.
Saturday, November 1st, check out sanangelosymphony.org online.
Yep.
You can buy tickets at their website. You can find out all the times and things. This is Hector Guzman, and we're very lucky to have him part of our community. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for having me.
We will be right back with the weather after this message from Jay Chandler.
It's hard to believe how reckless some people can be and how hard they fight against real victims. You need a partner who consistently beats the giants and who will never, ever flinch.
Into the weather, we have a freeze warning in effect starting tonight. It's supposed to start around 3 a.m. until about 9 a.m. tomorrow. Temperatures are going to be down around 27 to 32, and from Abilene, Sweetwater, Brownwood, all the way down to Mason Junction, it's going to freeze.
It is. So you guys be sure to open your cabinets, especially with your pipes and stuff, and cover your outdoor pipes, and take those outdoor plants inside if you can. If not, put a tarp over them and hope for the best.
Yeah, it's not supposed to last very long. It's supposed to get colder in the next couple of days, but it's really not supposed to last that long.
You don't want to risk something bursting.
No, you don't.
Tomorrow, the high is up around 72, and the low will be down around 38, so not quite as freezing. Then on Friday, the high will be 75, and Friday night, break out your jackets because the low will be 42. It will be chilly out there at the games. Prepare for it. We don't want you guys all calling in sick at the same time.
Nope. Go get some hot hands if you have to from Walmart. But we'll be right back after this word from Condo's Diamonds and Coins.
When it comes to unique pieces you can't find anywhere else, Concho's Diamonds and Coins is your one-stop shop. With over 24 years in the diamond and coin industry, Concho's Diamonds and Coins is West Texas's choice for diamonds, jewelry, coins, silver, and gold. Owner Bill Concho stands by his work and offers free consultations, including estate jewelry. Don't just trust anyone with your valuables. Come see the staff at Concho's at 1016 West Beauregard in San Angelo.
Thank you for watching the Live Daily News Show.
The only locally owned news show in the Concho Valley.
Give us a follow on Facebook, X, and other social media platforms.
And download the San Angelo Live Bubble app.
For the live team here, I'm James Bellini.
And I'm Tessa Koskovich.
And we'll see you tomorrow.